Alright, so I wanted to take an opportunity to show you how to simply create a pivot. Now, just a little bit of information here first. I got a nice clean data set. This is sample data that I pulled out of a Microsoft sample database. Okay, I have nice clean data, I have nice column headers, and it just makes everything much more simplified when you have that type of setup. Okay, so to create a pivot, all I really need to do is go to the Insert tab of the ribbon and choose Pivot Table. And for this sample, all I really want to do is see how many orders I shipped for each one of these order dates by who, like UPS, Pickup, Loomis, Parcel Post, etc. Okay, so I'm going to click Pivot Table. Alright, it selects my range, which I already know is A1 through row 2193. And then I get this nice little pivot table list here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to count my order ID. And I'm going to go ahead and go to my value field settings there and tell it to do a count. I'm going to change this to amount of orders shipped because that's a little bit more meaningful. Okay, so I have 2,192 orders shipped. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is choose my ship via. I'm going to throw that into my row labels. Maybe my column labels. Let me put that there. A nice little subtotal so far. Okay, and then I want to use my order dates. I'm going to drag that down into the row labels. I'm just doing a left click and hold and dragging them. Okay. Now, you see here on my row labels, it's got each day. So I'm actually going to right click that and choose group. When I say right click that, I mean that actual date there. I'm choosing my grouping, and because I'm working with a date field that it recognizes as a date field, I can simply choose months, quarters, what have you. Click OK. Fantastic. So for January, I shipped 47 FedEx, 33 Loomis. If I want to drill down on that data, all I got to do is double click on that number and it'll show me all the records that made that value up. That is about the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, especially if you love to verify your work in front of people asking you about it. So I started with a nice clean data set. I went to Insert, Pivot Table. It produced another sheet for me where I could actually drag and drop. Now, let's say maybe I want to go ahead and add another piece of information like customer ID. This will let me see by each customer ID what I shipped just for them. So you can have more than just the one listed in there. I can also put the order amount. So I can see the sum of the orders shipped by FedEx in January. It's just like the gift that keeps on giving. I absolutely love it, and it took me just a matter of seconds to do it. I hope you'll try to learn pivot tables. They're well worth every minute spent trying to master them. They make life a whole lot easier.